Hi everyone, welcome to the Mama Elephant YouTube channel. This is Rena. Welcome to day one of introductions for the November 15th release. This is a super exciting release because Mama Elephant is going to be releasing 12 stamp sets featuring all of the 12 zodiac animals. The Chinese zodiac calendar is on a 12-year cycle, and each year has a animal. And for 2020, the cycle starts up again with Year of the Rat. So we have here the first of the 12 stamp sets, Zodiac Mouse. Mama Elephant will be releasing 2 animals per release, so all of the animals will be covered by June of 2020. I myself am a dragon, so comment down below what animal you are. Zodiac Mouse is so super cute. I love all of the little elements. I'll be showing you the coordinating dies later because you can have these little critters hold these adorable little items on the stamp set. You can make some Chinese New Year theme projects with this stamp set, as well as any other holiday that you would like to make a card for. I wanted to call out 2 items on the stamp set that everyone might not know because I didn't. So there's a little square underneath the first mouse, and it kind of looks like a little square with a sombrero. That is actually a Chinese red envelope, and that what I'm calling a sombrero is actually a golden nugget. So you would color that gold or yellow. Underneath the red envelope with the golden nugget is a lantern that you can also use for your Chinese New Year theme cards. Here are the coordinating dies for Zodiac Mouse. There are 2 little dies there that look like horseshoes. That's what you would actually place on top of the mouse's hands, and it'll create a cutout so it can hold stuff. Up next is the fortune envelope, and I will be going over what each of these dies cut out. Here are the pieces of fortune envelope. First up is the base piece. You'll be needing to cut out just one of it, and it does have a little slit so you can tuck the flap into. Also is a scallop square piece. It has some really nice stitching detail on the inside. You can use that as a little note inside or a little outside decoration. Up next is a little heart. I think that would be cute to make some Valentine cards. And then also is a Chinese character here. The correct orientation of this is there's a ball-like shape, and that's the top of it. And this means fortune or blessed. So you can decorate these envelopes any way you want. I'm going to first make a very traditional Chinese New Year red envelope. Chinese New Year is going to be January 25th, 2020, and it's also called the Spring Festival or Lunar New Year, and that's about 2 weeks. During this time, these red envelopes are given as gifts, and typically money is put inside. So I have an American dollar bill here just to show you the sizing. Also, the Hong Kong currency will fit in there as well, folded in half. And then I'm just going to decorate it in a very traditional Chinese New Year red envelope sort of way. The primary colors are red and gold, so I'm just going to do red and gold. I'm going to take that symbol and then remember that ball-like shape at the top. That's the top of that symbol, just so you know the orientation. So that's just a very simple Chinese New Year card. Here I wanted to show you what the heart looked like. So I'm doing a very simple Valentine's Day envelope. I've done it in pink. I'm using that white square scallop piece, and I'm going to put the foiled heart in the middle. I did stamp it off camera using mini messages, the I love you sentiment, and it came out so cute. So here let's play with a Zodiac Mouse. I'm going to be making more envelopes. I think they're super fun to make. I like decorating the front because it's a small area and it's so easy to make these little mini envelopes that are decorated on the outside. I'm going to do different themes as well. First, I'm going to color this one pretty simple. Since I'm making a lot of cards, I try to keep the coloring simple. I'm using the W's here, W0, W1, and W3. I want the middle to be white so he looks rotund. So I'm just shading the outside, and you want to use W3 as minimally as possible, just more like an outline. That's what I used it for, so I wouldn't have to blend a lot. And it's just like super easy blending here. And he looks a little drab, but once you add the blush and the inside of the ears, he kind of comes alive. And I do really like the W's for critter colors. So here's my typical color that I use that is that comes out good every time. It's the skin tone colors, E50, E51, and E53. It's so easy to use these colors. If I don't know what to color something, I will color it this color combination, E50, 51, and 53, because they blend nice, and it's just, this color is just so easy on the eyes. And I'm using R11, R20, R21 for the nose and the cheeks. Here are the colors I use there. Super simple for that one. I've cut out 3 of the scallop square shapes from the fortune envelope, and I'm going to ink blend the bottom of them. I also masked out the outside area of the stitch line just so it has a nice square shape at the bottom. I really love that look. I used tumbled glass antique linen and squeeze lemonade. I'm taking the mini messages stamp set, and I'm just taking different messages and stamping it on 3 of those panels. I just adore the little images that the mice can hold. So this one, I didn't use the coordinating dies to cut out the arms because I wanted the cheese in the middle. But look at this cheese. I'm dying. It's so cute. So this one is just an everyday type of decorated envelope. I really enjoyed making these because it's a small area and it's so super easy. This one, I did use the die to cut out his little cutout of his arm so I can tuck the milk under. I do show later how the die works. So this one is a milk and cookies type of card. And again, all the sentiments are from the mini messages stamp set. I liked the sizing on that stamp set. It worked perfectly for these decorated envelopes. The next envelope I'm making is a Chinese New Year red envelope. This good cheer and happy new year sentiment is from an older stamp set called A Lion Dance. And here I have my little mouse holding the lantern. Oh my gosh, these mice are so cute. And then I have the 2 red envelopes with the golden nuggets in front. And he's just going to be surrounded with these red envelopes. So I'm just throwing them on the front of the panel. So cute. And then you would put money inside. So here's pictures of all the little envelopes that I made. I really love the cheese one. That was one of my favorites. I also really love this one too. So next we're going to make a Chinese New Year themed gift card. I'm using the Waverly die set. I'm using the biggest die to cut out that big panel there. And then this die here, I'm going to cut it the same time with the envelope opening, the gift card envelope opening, and that's what that looks like. And then I'm using that die there to cut out the cutout so you can tuck a gift card in, and you can see the slits that it makes. So I'm going to first decorate my gift card opening, and that flap there I'm going to ink blend using Tattered Rose Distress Oxide ink. I'm going to stamp the sentiment out. I'm using this Good Cheer and Happy New Year again. This is from previously released A Lion Dance. I'm stamping that out using VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And then I have that gold panel up there. I'm trying not to look at it because it's very mirror-like. But it's a standard size 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm putting my red scallop piece from the Waverly die, and then I'm going to be careful when I glue down my gift card flap because I don't want to put it where my slits are, and I'm being very careful. You can see the slit there at the bottom, and I'm lining it all up. And then the gift card you want to slide in from the side, and it fits perfectly. And then you'll tuck that flap into the slit, and it looks so slick once you tuck that in because it is red, and I just love the way that ended up looking. I loved it. I can't believe I haven't used this die yet. I've had it in my collection for quite some time, and it works out perfectly. So here are my two little mice. I'm going to take those horseshoe shape type dies, and you're going to layer that on top of the arms to create a slit so you can slide one of the stamped images through them. And anytime you die cut a die cut, you will get an impression of that die cut. So you will see a horseshoe shape kind of indented after you die cut it. What I did was to flatten it out is I ran it through my die cutting machine again in between two pieces of paper, and it'll flatten that out and make that indentation go away. So that's the final card there. For my next card, I'm going to be using the Mama Elephant 3D pop-up card. And I believe this was designed by one of the design team members, Amy Yang. And it's so super fun. I love all the little elements in it. I'm just coloring in my mice here. I believe I used the W's again, the W0, W1, W3. And then warming them up with R11, R20, R21. And then I think his little tail was E50. Those are the colors there that I used to color that mouse. I colored two of them the same color, and I just adore these fat little balloons. So cute. I wanted one of the mice to carry 3 balloons, so I'm doing it in a white, a light green, and then also a blue green. So he'll be holding all of those all at once. I just loved this little guy so much. My white balloon ended up being gray, but I was okay with it because it kind of matched everything. And I'm just using like really spring colors for this 3D pop-up card. Here are the Copic markers that I used for the balloons. I'm going to put together this 3D pop-up box card. You have to cut out 2 of the base pieces. I'm going to join them together with some adhesive on this tab here. And then I'm going to flip it over and fold it in half. And I'm going to fold that tab down as well. But before I sort of close the box together, I have these grass pieces here. If you flip it over, you can either have a mound, hill, or grass, and I wanted grass for this particular scene. So I'm going to fold down that tab there and then put adhesive on it and then apply it to that first section of boxes. And then I won't fold in that other tab. I'm just going to put adhesive on top of it. Folding down the left tab, and then I'm going to put it kind of where I want it on the box. And then I'm not going to fold the right tab. I'm going to put adhesive on top of it. Also adhesive on top of the base piece. And then I will remove all of the lining on my adhesive, and then I'm just going to fold that other piece over, and my box should be put together really nicely. What you want to do when you're making these pop-up boxes is to cut all your pieces, all that you need, more than you need, all at once so you can just have fun and decorate. I wanted clouds all over the place, and this little cloud comes in the die set. So I'm putting it on the back piece, and I will be putting it on the 2 side pieces as well. This really adorable fence comes with the die set as well, and I'm putting it on both of my grassy mounds. I'm taking the sentiment that comes from the Zodiac Mouse stamp set, and I'm taking some of the little accessory pieces here, and I'm putting them on this panel, which will be going up front. And it was a little empty, so I filled it out later. And then here are more clouds I wanted on the side there because I didn't want those panels to be blank. And the overhanging part of the clouds, I'm just going to cut off with my scissors. I'm taking my images that we colored and I'm going to kind of put them together. So I wanted this guy to hold on to the balloon string. And I did use the coordinating die to cut out that little cutout in his arm so I can tuck that balloon string in. And then I am taking the 3 balloons that I made and I'm just kind of bunching them up together. I'm cutting out the excess string too. And then I'm kind of taping it on where I want it. And when I have it in place, then I'm going to glue it on. It just makes it easier for me when I just kind of temporarily tape it and then I can glue it on where I want it. I wanted to fill that empty space, so I did mask off the balloon string so it wouldn't show, so I can have these like little mini mice to decorate. So I put 2 in the front, and the back needed something, so I have this random tiny mouse hanging out on a cloud back there. And then I have some little stars that I had cut out. I used the Skybursters die. They have some stars there, and that's what I used to cut out the little stars. So here is my little pop-up box. I love it so much. It's so springy. Here are the cards that I made. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give this video a like. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the Mama Elephant YouTube channel and tap on that bell to be notified of future videos. We'll see you guys tomorrow for day 2 of intros. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for joining me and happy crafting. Bye, guys.